Good morning, everyone. Today is tip, I think it was 147, and I thought I would talk about how to stop the anger dance that tends to, at least in my past, lead down the road to comfort food heaven, and I don't want to live in that place anymore. I've been reading some books and articles, and we all know that, and one of them was talking a lot about like angry people, and we probably all have had those people in our lives and kind of wonder why they keep reappearing. And I read an article that kind of says that the best thing we can do is learn to stop dancing with them. And I thought that was kind of an interesting way to put it and an interesting way to look at it. And what it kind of more or less said is that what you have to remember is that if people come into your life and they're angry, and we all have those people, some closer than we'd ever like to admit, and they always kind of just jump in your face. So I thought, well, what's the approach to that? And what was really interesting is the article kind of pointed out that if somebody comes to you at anger, they're hurt. They're hurt about something. Hi, Rachel. And if somebody is hurt and angry, they're always going to react with hurt and anger. And we all know that it doesn't go anywhere very fast if we react to it. And it's hard because if you get caught off guard, it's hard not to jump into the dance with them. But I think if you kind of remember, at least what this article was saying is, if you remember that when somebody is angry, they're hurt or upset about something. And it's a lot easier to be sympathetic to somebody who's hurt than angry. Now, you may not want to tell them that they're hurt, because if you tell them they're hurt, you're just going to probably make them angrier. But if you know that, it maybe will make your approach a little better. And what I thought was interesting is it referred to anger as a dance, and it's a dance that keeps repeating itself, and it tends to be the same people all the time. And what it kind of said is that you want to break that dance, and you want to break that dance because until one of the two of you stops that circle of anger, it will never end. And it more or less kind of said that if you continue to respond in anger, that dance will continue. If you stop, well, the dance will end, because it says the angry person can't dance alone. So changing your behavior is necessary, because you really can't have, like we've talked a million times, you can't change somebody else's behavior, so you have to change your own. So if you do run across those people that are angry, it tends to be deeper, and that it's in hurt, and you just want to let it go and treat them with kindness. Now, I know that's hard sometimes. You might have to stop, count to 10, and then come back. But if you, at all costs, if you cannot engage in it, it just makes it go better. It said it's more powerful to work on changing yourself than wasting your energies trying to change the other person. We have to make the change, because we can't make somebody else change. And if somebody is reacting to you in anger, it may be a hurt that has nothing to do with you. You just happen to be the closest person. And I guess the reason I was thinking about this today is I think that anger and fights tend to lead people to think they need comfort foods and things to soothe their hurt feelings. And I wondered how many times in the past that maybe I fell off of a program or made bad choices because I was feeling hurt or angry. And we often put these words into our lives about comfort foods. And I guess maybe I'm going to try to change it. Maybe we need comfort runs or comfort reads or comfort water bottles. But I'm going to try to be careful with what I label as comfort if it's something that's going to interfere with succeeding on this journey. It's been a long road. It's been many years, and I just don't want to fall backward. And I just thought it was interesting in realizing that fear and anger does generally come from a place of hurt. And it made me realize too is that when we start in that dance, or what this article was referring to as that dance, it tends to end in a place of people seeking comfort. And historically, comfort has come from comfort foods. So what I'm going to try to do in my life is to switch that comfort, switch what brings me comfort when things aren't going exactly right. Can I find comfort in a big, huge glass of water? Yeah, there's some comfort in that, because I've taken a step towards succeeding at my journey. If there's a an anger situation that I don't want to get involved in, maybe it's time to take a run or take a drive. Well, maybe not take a drive because sometimes that won't go well. But I guess today it started as me trying to figure out how to avoid or how to react when people come at you unexpectedly angry. And then it kind of led into me realizing that those kind of situations also tend to lead us to places of making bad decisions because we fall into that victim mode again. We fall into the, oh, why did that person do that to me? I didn't deserve that. I need comfort food. I need to feel better. So I guess today it was just kind of thinking about, has anything happened recently? No, but I think as the world opens and you do see a lot of anger around, you're going to run across people that are just having a bad day. And for me, I'm going to be really cautious and careful that as I'm in contact with more people, and I know that a lot of people are angry and upset, I'm going to recognize that if somebody is angry or upset, it's generally because there's some hurt behind it. And 9 out of 10, it may not even be directed at me. And even if it is directed at me, it may be clouded by other things in that person's life. And what I want to be careful of is that I don't let any of my past behaviors of seeking comfort to allow me to fall off my path. And so I'm going to remember that I have control of my life. I have control of what I use to make myself comfortable. I have control of making myself feel good in the face of those who may not be feeling good. And I guess what I want to do is maybe to be sympathetic and understanding. I may not be able to do it immediately. It may take that break, 10 seconds, walk away, and the person may never actually see me wishing them well and sending them love and support. But that's okay, because as long as I extend it out there and release some of that negative energy, it'll be a good thing. And it was just like I said, I was reading a book, and the book was talking about an anger dance. And it started me thinking about that the next steps out of an anger dance are usually a comfort cycle. And historically, that comfort cycle has caused me problems. So today I didn't want to go real long because it is Monday and work is calling my name, but I'm every day trying to find something that I know has tripped me up in the past and that I can share with you guys that maybe will help you. And I guess because I've been seeing a lot of anger and fear and disappointment, and that makes people lash out, I know that for myself, I want to try to keep thinking of that as a person who's in pain, have some compassion and understanding for that person in pain. And even if I can't show it to their face, as I walk away, try to put myself in that place so that I don't fall into a victim seeking comfort in all the wrong places. So I hope you guys find this useful. Thanks, Rachel. It's so good to see you. And have a beautiful day. And remember, you aren't the victim. Any comfort you can seek can be done in a positive way. Seek a walk in nature, seek to walk the dog, seek a bottle of water, seek a beautiful smoothie. But we're at least me, I'm going to have to make sure that I'm careful not to fall into old patterns as the old world opens up into a new arena. So have a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you soon.